Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek. Doug Herring on YouTube, but bringing you our next episode of Dark Souls, the board game where we're playing the Knight and the Assassin. And so far we've cleared 3 of the 4 rooms that we need to clear in order to break our way through the mist door and encounter the mini-boss of the game. And we're about to do that now. I had a choice and a thought of whether or not I was going to heal up my characters and do a spark, but then we'd have to fight through the rooms again. I've chosen not to do that. However, that said, I do want to make a couple of corrections from the last episode. I talked about already talked about the aggro token and who goes first, and I think I talked about that in the last episode, but I'll talk about it again. Once you've placed the first player token, it stays that way. And that's the way that it goes. Also, I looked up the poison mist, and I guess it really is kind of as wimpy as it appears to be. I don't know how much we'll use it this turn. The poison mist card, you see, it does 1 poison on somebody. It does multiple poisons on multiple targets if they're in the same space. That would be interesting, but otherwise it's really not very effective. And there was something else, and I honestly cannot recall what it was, that I needed to talk about. But I'm not going to worry about that. I think we're just going to get moving on. We have got 1 more encounter that we need to do before encountering the mini-boss, and we're going to get to it. So let's go to, now we've been here at the campfire for a moment. We've already done everything we need to do at the campfire. If you recall, in the last episode, the knight took the heal special item that will allow us to heal some damage on our guys if we need it. So that's why I'm willing to not use one of our precious sparks. Because if I did, then that would rejuvenate the knight's Estus Flask and his special ability. He's still got his luck token, and our assassin still has his Estus Flask and his luck token. So we still have some stuff to do here before we move on. So let's get to it and see what we can accomplish. Guys, we're going to line up here at this final room. We're going to see what's in it and spawn this room. Let's take a look. So we got something else now. We got a Sentinel. I'm going to get one of those guys out. Pinhead Sentinel, dude. And then we also have another tombstone and a barrel. I'm going to get those out for us and place them on the board where they belong. Okay, guys, here is the big, bad Sentinel. He's got this big, giant body and his teeny little head. He's kind of crazy looking. He is going to be on the sword space right here. Now let's take a look and talk about his special abilities. Well, he can, you notice his range is infinite. That means he can hit anywhere. He's going to move for 4 toward the nearest person. He's going to attack first. He's going to attack the one with aggro, and he's going to hit everybody in the space. So we've got to keep them separate from each other. And then he will move second away from the person with the aggro token. He's got 1 dodge, 1 defense against dodging. He's got 2. Wait, I'm reading the wrong dude. Hold on. I was reading the wrong one. Sorry, guys. So this guy, he's got a range of 1. For some reason, I was reading the Silver Knight. Great crossbowman. But we're not facing one of those. He's nasty, but he's only got 1 hit. This guy has 10 hit points. He has a range of 1. I'm sorry, guys. He's going to move 1 toward the nearest target and push, and then he's going to do 6 points of damage to the nearest target and everybody in the node with him. He's got 1 dodge defense. He's got 2 armor and 1 versus magic and 1 range. So that's going to be our guy. That's the only guy we have in the room. We're definitely going to split up our dudes. I think we're going to stick with our traditional thing of the knight having aggro and going first, I believe. Or maybe we're going to give the assassin, we're going to do the assassin aggro just in case the second turn goes by. Well, it won't matter, will it? Because when he activates, he's going to get it anyway. So I think we're going to leave the knight with aggro. We're going to put him right here, and we'll put the assassin back in there with that barrel blocking him. So the first attack 4/6 damage will be on the knight. This is, I said this last time, this may be the one we lose, but we'll see, because we got to do 10 points of damage against this guy, and he is no joke. So let's get started. We're going to start this fight right away, and we're going to activate our Sentinel. Now, again, he's going to move and push. So this is interesting because he has a range of 1, not 0. So that is going to make a difference, because that means he can attack after he pushes, and he will. He'll attack the nearest target. And where he will go, that will probably likely mean that it ends up both of them. So he might attack. That's why one of the reasons I wanted to leave him with the aggro token with the knight. So he is going to move here and push, and I will push the knight to here. Okay. Then he's going to attack the knight for 6 points of damage. He wouldn't hit everybody in the node, but the knight's the only one there. And then along with that, he's got a range of 1, so he can't actually hit him in that space. So the knight, of course, has his defense. He's got his shield and his armor, or his shield and his shield and his armor. So it's going to give him a blue die and a black die to defend against this big giant Sentinel. Let's see if he can pull it off. Well, he blocked 4 out of 6 damage, so it only took 2. That is fantastic. I don't know if you can quite see his board all the way, but you can see enough of it. I'm putting 2 points of damage on him. His first 2 he's taken. That was not bad for him, and then it is going to be his turn. So I think obviously the obvious choice is to step up, burn a bunch of stamina, and hit him as hard as we can and see how much damage we can do. He's got 2 physical resistance. That's the only problem. So that's okay. So we're going to do that. So our knight is going to activate first. Boom. He's going to keep the aggro token. He will step into the node with the Sentinel and attack him. He is going to have, so we're going to spend 4 stamina. That is kind of rough because he can't take too many 6-point hits. But he's going to spend the 4 stamina. That will give him a black and a blue die to attack with. Hopefully he does lots and lots of damage, because he could with that. Could be a pretty beefy attack. But that only means he can only take 4 more damage before he gets his next turn. And he does have his luck token, so let's see what we can accomplish here. We got 3. That's going to only do 1 point of damage. I think we're going to burn the luck token, because we need to do as much damage as possible. I'm going to re-roll this blue die. It's got lots of options to do more. Okay, 4. Well, that's better. That's better. So what we're going to do is do 2 points of damage. I thought I had a 2-pointer out here. I'm going to get another point of damage out for the Sentinel. So there I put 2 points of damage on his base right here. Now, why was it only 2 out of a hit of 4? Because he's got an armor defense against melee attacks, or physical attacks of 2. So he only took 2 points. Now it is his turn again. So we're going to activate the Sentinel. The Sentinel is going to, again, he doesn't have to move, but he is going to push the knight back. I think we'll push the knight here, kind of split them up so they're kind of away from each other, force the Sentinel to chase somebody. But then he is going to attack the knight again. The knight is going to have a blue and a black die to defend. This may be where me pushing my luck on trying to do damage does not pay off. Let's see. Oh man, well, they didn't overlap yet, but that was mighty close. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me get the damage out. I'm putting him on his space, and then I'll show you what I mean. That was pretty devastating. So, guys, let me show you. I got to look and see if it's meat or overlap. I thought it was overlap, but let me check. Okay, so if all 10 endurance bars, or all 10 bars are filled, then the character is defeated. So I believe that we just suffered our first defeat, and that is going to mean we're going to have to use a spark and reset the entire dungeon. Yes, that is the way this works. It says, if all 10 character endurance bar boxes have cubes, the character has been killed and the party is immediately defeated. When the character's stamina and or health, remove that many black cubes from stamina or red cubes from the endurance bar. If a character has no cubes to remove, gaining additional stamina or health has no effect. Okay, so basically all we need to do is suffer 1 less damage, so I couldn't do the reroll. We rolled almost the worst roll we could have made on that, but our first encounter with the Sentinel was an abysmal failure. So we go back to the fire. So what is also not great about this is that our assassin really didn't need to do this and had some opportunity there. Of course, I couldn't heal or anything, but that is going to rejuvenate all of their stuff. So I'm flipping over the tokens I need to flip over: special abilities, luck token, and Estus Flask for the knight. I already have this, everything set up for the... Okay, we're back to normal, and that means we use up one of our precious sparks. But now we have to make a decision of which way to go. You know, I didn't like the room with the two... I prefer the room with the two swordsmen as opposed to two crossbow hollows. So I think we're going to head north. That would mean our two guys are going to go this direction. They got no soul. They had no souls. They didn't defeat anything, so they just came back to the fire. I want to look and just double check. I think that's all that happens. We remove all that stuff and regain everything when we go back to the fire. Just going to double check the campfire here. Resting at the bonfire, flip all S to all hero, all luck tokens, turn the encounter cards face down. I mean, I know what they are, so, but they are face down. Again, we have to encounter at least two of them again to get back to the Sentinel. And I think I know what we're going to do there. So we are going to head north first, take on that room again. We already have that room mostly set up with the barrel and that. We just need to add the two sword hollows and the crossbow hollow. Take it back. I never noticed this, but we can't actually go this way. I have to go around this way, it appears. Unless I set this up incorrectly. But I don't think I did. Anyway, I think just for the sake of keeping it real, we're going to go this direction instead. We'll be entering here. We have the crossbow hollow that is going to start here, and then we have another crossbow hollow that is going to start here, and one sword hollow that will start on this space back here with this crossbow hollow. Remember, this gave us a little bit of trouble before, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so we're going to start, I think we're going to start with the assassin again up here and him here. And I got to get the crossbow hollows back, the cards back out for these dudes, and deal with them. Okay, so I got them, the crossbow hollow and the sword hollow. Now the hollow soldier. The hollow soldier is going to go first. He's going to activate first in the activation. We're going to do that right now. Actually, I'll just go right there. It's not going to matter. Okay, so in the first activation, we're going to move him. Now he's going to, the hollow soldier is just going to move one. He's got an attack range of 0, so he's going to go there and head toward the closest hero. So that is going to be him. Now the knight does have first player and aggro, so we do know that the crossbow hollows, you know what, I'm going to give the first player to the knight, but I'm going to give the aggro token to the assassin. You can do that on the first turn. Then it goes back and forth depending on who you activate. That'll spread out the activations a little bit, and the two crossbow hollows are going to then shoot at our assassin. Now this one is as far away as he can get, so he's not going to go any farther. He's just going to shoot, and in his shot I have to defend against 3 magic attack. With the assassin, I am not going to do that. Actually, I'm going to dodge. The crossbow hollow has a dodge. I get 2 dice against his dodge. He has a defense of 1 dodge, so I have to get at least 1 success, and I get 2 dodge dice from my assassin's armor and my target shield. So let's see if I can do it. This is what happened to me last time. So we're going to take a full 3 damage on our assassin right away. It's a bad start. Hopefully we get to do some healing. And that moves him here. I'm going to move him right to here and then give him a stamina for using that because he dodged. Then the other crossbow hollow here will move away. I think I'm going to have him move here. Yeah, and I'll tell you why I'm going to do that. Well, he has to move away. So he's going to move to there. Knight's going to have to chase him, and he's going to shoot at our assassin. And our assassin's going to attempt to dodge again. Really. Guys, that is 6 points. My luck has turned bad after all that great successes. Our assassin has taken 6 points of damage in 1 turn. That is really, really bad. Okay, now I think what we're going to have to do to save the assassin, though, is we're going to activate the knight. So the knight is going to reacquire the aggro token. He is going to move here. I'm going to burn a stamina on him to get in the face. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to move there. This is going to make him vulnerable, though. One character within 1 range gains 4 health. But I would have to equip this in his equipment slot, I believe. But that would give the assassin, that would heal the assassin all the way up, but then give them some free attacks on us. Or I could get in there and kill that swordsman. Within range, and range on this is going to be, what? 3. So you know what he can do? he can move here, take the aggro, and get closer to this guy, force him in a direction where these two can converge on him. Then he'll spend 3 stamina, but he's going to have to take off his shield and equip his sword or his healing spell. Hopefully he gets lucky next turn. He's got no dodge abilities. He's just going to have one blue die to defend against. And that will take 4 points of health back from the assassin, leaving him with only 2 damage. It's not really the way I wanted to start this, but it is what it is. Now we activate our baddies again. Well, the knight is going to go toward the person with aggro first. He can't reach the person with aggro, so does that mean if he can't, is he then going to go... No, I don't think so. I think he's forced to go toward the person with the aggro token, which is the knight. Could double check just to be sure. The enemy moves the indicated number of nodes farther. Okay, sorry. Number of nodes closer to the character with the aggro token. So he's going to move here. And then these two guys are going to attack the knight, of course. And the knight can't dodge, but he does have 1 blue die in defense against the crossbow hollow, 3 points of damage, so he could block the majority of it. Let's see if he does. Okay, crossbow hollow shoot. He blocks 2 against. That's only 1 point of damage that the knight's going to take from that. And then the other crossbow hollow is going to shoot and do 2 points of damage to him. So he took 3. So he saved our assassin, took some damage, but he's still kicking. I tell you, these crossbow hollows, when they're spread out like that, are really bad for us. Okay, now we're going to go with our assassin. He's now going to get the aggro token and then get to take his actions. Now, I could go in and take out the... Now, here's what we're going to do. He's going to move to here for 1, and then he's going to burn a stamina for 2. Well, actually, that's going to... Hold on. Before I do that, I did have to remove 1 stamina from him at the beginning of his turn. I didn't do that. So he's only got 1 stamina to go to here. Then he's going to burn... Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to burn 3 more stamina to use the special ability of his weapon. I'll show you that in a minute, because if you haven't been watching, it does have a special ability. So, currently looks like this. And he's using his S-Stock, which is going to do 3 black dice minus 1 against the crossbow hollow. Now, he should kill this guy. Let's see. He's going to do 3 black dice. There shouldn't be any reason why... Okay, and he did. So it's minus 1. So the crossbow hollow has 1 physical defense, and that's going to be enough to kill him. So we got him. Whew, alright, that was it for the assassin. Now we're going back to the bad guys. We got the hollow soldier is going to go. So he is going to chase after, once again, the person with the aggro, who happens to be our assassin. So he can't get there because of the barrel, so he's going to move to here. And then the crossbow hollow is going to shoot our knight. And he's going to do that. So the knight is going to get 1 blue defense again against the crossbow hollow. Oh, but we are going to move him 1 away. So he'll move back to here. Make sure you can see that. And you can see that I rolled a 3 for the knight's defense. So he actually took no damage from the crossbow hollow that turn. That is good. Okay, now we're going back to our knight's turn. We're going to give him the aggro token. We're going to take 2 of the 3 stamina he had used. And then we're going to get to activate him. Now, he is going to go here. Then he's going to burn a stamina. We're going to put him back up to 2 stamina to go into the corner here and attack the crossbow hollow. He's not going to burn any further stamina. He's just going to attack it. That gives him 1 blue die with his longsword. See what he can get? A 1. It's going to bounce, unfortunately. That was not good. Okay, now we get to go back to our enemies. The knight is the swordsman. The hollow soldier is going to move to there, and he's going to attack our assassin. Our assassin is going to attempt to dodge again. This has been very bad luck for him, but we're going to try, see if he can succeed. Okay, finally he succeeds. So we'll move him there, and that means he took no damage, but he does use another stamina, which puts him up quite a bit on stamina. He's got 5 stamina right now used. And then the crossbow hollow is going to attack the knight who has aggro, but first he is going to move away. Okay, and shoot at the knight. And the knight now again only has 1 blue die. Oh, when he activated, I can put I would have put his shield back in place. So he's going to get a blue and a black die to defend. Okay, let's see if he can succeed. He does. He takes no damage from the crossbow hollow. Now, we're going to move the aggro token back to our assassin, who is going to move. Yeah, he's going to move here, and he could kill him with the... I don't think... So first off, he's going to get rid of 2 of his stamina to move there. So he's got 3 stamina and 2 health. I don't think he's going to... Yeah, he's going to take a normal hit. He's not going to burn any additional stamina. His S-Doc does 1 black die -1, so he's not likely to kill him, but we're going to give it a shot and hopefully get lucky. We don't. So he goes in there and swings at the Hollow Soldier and does nothing. Now, the Hollow Soldier is going to go first. He will swing. He doesn't need to move, so he's just going to swing on our assassin, who's going to use dodge to get out of the way. Man, did he succeed ever? And he's going to move there. That does add 1 more stamina to him. And then the crossbow Hollow is also going to shoot at him. He's going to attempt to dodge again. He succeeds. He will move right there and use another stamina. So we're going to make the knight, the Hollow Swordsman, chase us a bit while we corner this crossbow guy and kill him. Okay, that means we go back to our knight now. Boom, we're going to put the aggro token back with our knight. He recovers 2 stamina. He's only got 1 stamina left. And then he'll move in here and attack the crossbow Hollow with just his 1 blue die from his longsword. We're not going to burn any stamina. Well, we could. That's 4. And he doesn't need to. We're going to 3, and he does it. Boom! He kills the crossbow Hollow. Okay, and that is the end of that. Now we're going to go back to the swordsman. He's going to move from here to here, and that's really the end of his turn. That's really all he can do. So let's go out in a blaze of glory. We're going to move the aggro token back to our assassin. The assassin recovers 2 stamina. That means that he's got 2 stamina left. He's going to burn 3, or 2 stamina on him right now, rather. He's going to burn 3 to use his powerful portion of his S-Doc, which is going to give him 3 black dice -1. So there's a very good likelihood he will kill this guy. Let's see if we can get it done. So he moves there and attacks. Wait, wrong. Oh, I'm glad I did that. So I rolled the wrong dice. So let's roll again. Boom. 3 -1 is 2. Hollow Soldier has 1 defense. And boom, dead. Okay, we got him. Moves us back to the campfire. Let's go back there. Okay, we got 4 souls at the fire. There are some things we could equip, or get to equip eventually. I'm looking at them just to see what we got that would be really interesting. Yeah, that sunless armor. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Stupid phone in my office going off all the time, every time I decide to play a game or do something. Alright, we do have the black iron shield, but to do that, our knight would have to pump up so much. There's just really no way. This black iron great shield. It's really awesome. Awesome item. If we can get in there. But right now, I only got 4 souls. I'm debating on if I draw some new items. We're going to definitely keep the knight's going to keep the heal, that's for sure. But to get to that great sword, I would need to get his strength to tier 3. He's only a tier 1 right now. His dexterity all the way to tier 4. His intelligence to tier 3. Yeah, that's just too much. And there's really nothing we could do. The whip, I guess. Let me look at the whip for our assassin. We could do that because it has quite a few neat abilities. It does 2. It's kind of like a better version of his S-Doc, but it does poison as well. So that requires a 30 dexterity, which means he would need to get to tier 2, and his intelligence would need to get 1 more to tier 2. So you need to get both of them to tier 2. We could pull that off to get in there. And really, those are the best things he's got. Now, 25, we need 25 faith to attach the Blessed Gem to a weapon, which would do an extra point of damage. We also have this Dragon Crest shield. This is pretty nice. It's a little better than it's better than the shield he has. It requires 21 strength and a 21 faith. You know what we could do is bump the knight up again and do that. Yeah, I mean we got yeah, we could do that and get that yeah, that's a good item. It's not as good as that black iron shield, but it's better than the shield he's got. So let's, instead of getting additional items, we're going to do that. We're going to pump up the 1 stat that the knight needs to get pumped up to do that, which is his strength. As you can see, we can pump up that to there. That's going to require 2 souls. That actually still gives us 2 souls. He's at 21, And that's exactly what he needs to get the, and there's the 2 souls I'm spending to do that. That is exactly what he needs to get this Dragon Crest shield. See, 21 and 21. He's already got a 23 faith. We've already pumped that up. So, oh, and these all go away. We can get rid of all that for coming back to the fire. We are not using one of our sparks. We're just going to recover all our health for the next encounter. So I think, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of his kite shield. That will go back in the pile. And we now have his this Dragon Crest shield, which is better and actually defends against magic attacks like the attacks from the crossbow hollows. Yeah, that's even better, because now he gets, instead of getting a no extra die against magic, he gets a blue die, and he gets 2 blue die to defend against physical attacks. That worked out pretty nicely. But we still have 2 souls left. I think with those, we'll spend them to draw a couple more items and see what's in the pool. We could just hold on to them, but I think if we can find a couple more items for our assassin, that would be really good. So we got a blood gem. Well, look at here. He can do that with 1 advancement, and it adds bleed to a weapon. And this Silver Knight straight sword. Holy moly, but you got a 20 and everything. That's rough, but it's really tough. And it grants a dodge. And it can be augmented. That's what this means. So it can get 2 augments. A lot of the items they have now can't take any augments, so you have to upgrade them. Anyway, that's what's going to go into our pile. That's going to end that. And I think... yeah, we can go on. I'm debating on whether or not we go on and take that that was a pretty big encounter. So I think we're going to stop there, guys. That's going to be it for this episode. We tackled the other room again. Now we're going to go back and tackle the level 2 room and then try and get back to the Sentinel, see if we can take him down. And every time we get better gear or do something better, that is awesome. I think next time I'm going to just try and start getting some of the stats up for these guys to take even better gear that we already have in our pile of treasure that we can't use yet. I'm telling you, Dragon Crest Shield is going to make a big difference. So, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if I made any mistakes. I know you guys have been really good about showing me where I'm making some boo-boos, which would be awesome, and I appreciate it. So, guys, talk to you next time. Hopefully, I will be able to get farther enough along in this where I can start my playthrough of Richard Wilkins, or Ricky Royal, to those of us who follow him on YouTube, his game of Renegade, which I want to do as soon as I finish this. I may even take it with me on my vacation and do some filming, vacation gaming or something while I'm out. See how that goes. Let's see, anything else going on interesting? No, guys, one-stop co-op shop. I'm just really enjoying his Masmora playthrough. He's got some cool painted minis. I painted mine too, which makes it really makes the game pop on those games like Arcadia Quest and Masmora, when you have those chibi miniatures, because they're really neat when they're all painted up. But guys, I'm not painting anything in this yet, that's for sure, even though the minis are very cool and could easily be painted neat. I haven't done anything with them yet. But guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next time.